Hi peeps. I just thought I'd come and say hi because I've not been on for a couple of days. You know me, I'm normally on it a bit. But it's because my mum's been down. Or having a granola bar. And she came down Friday, I think I said. She went back yesterday, even though it feels like days ago now. But I was going to do something yesterday. But when I was talking the other week about be careful what you say and stuff like that, we're doing the experiment. Dr. Emoto's experiment with the rice, which I'll show you tomorrow, on Positive Wednesday. It just is really strange because all yesterday, when Finn got to bed, because yesterday it seemed to drag, I was going to come and do a video, I was going to craft, or I was going to do something, and I just had no energy to do anything, and I just wanted to sit there and watch this US series called, it's not newish I don't think, it's on Netflix anyway, called The Good Witch, because I wanted to watch something witchy, and I was watching it a bit ago and then I stopped watching it. I thought I'll get back into it because it's quite an easy watch thing, and I'm just going to watch a few series of it, you know, back to back, because we're like half an hour each, whatever they are, and I just didn't want to move or do anything. And I think it's because we're saying about, like, with what people can say to you and how things make you feel, how it does sap your energy, or maybe in other ways can give you a lot of energy. But I know this probably sounds worse than it is, and I don't mean it in a bad way, but when my mum comes down, because everyone always laughs at me, she stays at mine, she doesn't stay at my sister's over the road sort of thing ever now. She always comes to mine because she's with a fellowman, because I'm not. It's easier for sort of to stay here. She stays in my bedroom, but I find my mum is brilliant. She's brilliant with me and my sister, as in she's always helped us out a lot, especially because she's with someone now, but, you know, helped us because, like, I've been on my own, sister and stuff with the kids. And she's fantastic at that. And she probably doesn't think we're as grateful as we are, but she doesn't watch these, and if she ever does, Mum, I do love you, but I just find her very hard work, because what I'm trying to say is, because her mind's going all the time, and she's always thinking about things, that's why she's always cleaning the house, and she doesn't sit down till stupid o'clock at night, and I'm always going mad at her. And when she went, she was laughing because she was going on about doing something. I was just like, this face, like this, going, Mum, we just shut up, just stop with your mind going all the time. And she was laughing, but I think because she is like that and I'm not like that, I'm a bit more chilled out than that. When she comes, I always feel like I'm snapping at her to sit down or don't do this, or will you just be quiet, because she's constantly thinking and her head's constantly going and she's constantly going on about stuff. And I was sat, because I'm sat on my new bench here, which absolutely killed me to put up. I put pictures on Instagram and I had a big, you know, when you get a dry patch there, because I was doing it with a hand screwdriver, no power tools, and I'm sure I was doing it for 2 hours. Absolutely, I just wanted to throw it out the window basically, but I did it. I don't know if you can see. I'm sat on it down here, my little wooden bench, so I'm just snuggled up on here. But anyway, I built this, I think it was the day before my mum came down, and then, like, I was sat here like I am now, but I was watching something on YouTube or watching the series I was watching on Netflix, and she was watching her telly, because she always watches something like Jonathan Creek from Age, or something, just something that I'm not into, because, like I said, I rarely watch things on telly. And because I was sat here and my front room's open and I can see into the, like, this is the dining room, but I'm sat on the bench, and she was in there where it's open. Let me show you. In there where it was open, I sort of had my earphones in and I was listening to what I was watching, and she was sort of chundering on to herself, and I was like, Mum, I can't hear you because I've got my earphones on, which I purposely put my earphones on. And she was watching something anyway. I said, I can't hear you because I'm watching my own thing. And she was like, well, what are you so obsessed with on there? Why are you watching it on there? I said, Mum, it's like TV. You're watching your programme. I'm like watching my programmes on, or YouTubers, or whatever I'm doing. It's like I'm watching telly, but I just don't find anything interesting on telly at the minute, or I'm always, researching stuff that I'm into at the minute. So I just find it more interesting to learn different things, like I keep saying, and so telly's boring me at the minute. Though I will say, I think First Dates is on tonight. I do like watching that, so if I remember, I'll probably watch that tonight. But I think I was so drained yesterday because my mum is always like that, and she never shuts up. Even when she goes to bed at night, she's always going about, oh, I was just thinking this, and I was just thinking that, and all that. And even when she went to sit down, then she started getting up again. And this was like 11 o'clock at night, and then started getting the duster out, which she's already done it. And I was like, because I was sat here and I can see it, I don't know if you know what I mean, but I just felt agitated because I'm trying to relax, and in me, I can't even say it, my verbal vision, so you can't say that word, just there, my blind spot, whatever you call it, I could see my mum moving about, so I couldn't relax, if you know what I mean. So yesterday, I just felt so like drained that I just wanted to sit there and do nothing and just watch what I was watching, and I didn't want any, well, Finn was in bed, I just wanted to sit there in peace with no movement and nothing. I'd just sit there and chill and I just felt really tired as well, because my mum can be quite negative in some points. Like, she'll always have something to say about something, and she always has to think the worst. And sometimes it's not a bad situation, but she always has to think the worst, and she'll sort of voice it as well sometimes. And I don't know if you know what I mean, but I just felt so drained because it's like she was always going on, she's always moving back, she's always clean, she's always doing this, she's always going on. And then when she sat down, she gets up, and then just because I'm getting anxious because I can see her moving around, thinking she's going to ask me something at a stupid o'clock at night, I can't relax. So yesterday, it was like I just felt so drained, like the vampire had come along and sucked me blood, and I was just feeling dead drained. So that's like, with that saying of like, people can be like, what is it, energy vampires, the sort of thing. And not that she does it in a bad way, but I just felt so drained because I just thought I just need some headspace to just not have someone going on like that all the time and like moving about constantly, where you just like, I don't know if you understand what I mean, but sat there last night and I've pulled me shoulder bit today, my neck. I was about to do my yoga this morning, but when I woke up I was like, I don't know if I slept funny on my pillow, but I woke up halfway in the night, and when you wake up and think, oh my god, I'm sleeping, I must have slept on the pillow, it must be a bump or something. I thought, I hope I don't wake up in the morning and I've got a big, and it is, and it's really stiff, so I didn't do yoga this morning. It might have helped it, but then I didn't want to push it in case I did more damage, so I'm going to have a hot bath in a bit with me salts in. But also, lately I've been getting in my hands, like, I keep going like this, like the sore, but I can't explain it. They're not like sore, like if you went outside achy, like in the snow, and your hands were really cold, and you were like stiff. And then I said to his nana before, because she was round at a few people in the garden earlier on, and I really did think that this side of my hand felt a bit, you won't be able to tell it, puffy. The skin there is a bit there, but I'm sure that seemed more. And when I press there, it's like the bone, it's so sore. It's not on this hand, it's so sore. That's been quite sore for a couple of weeks, and I don't know what it is. And I don't tend to take painkillers and things like that. I tend to just sort of ride it out unless I'm saying really bad, but it has been really sore. And then last night, and I've also been saying I've been getting a pain here, tennis elbow or something, because something happened once and they said I might get it back. But then last night, I felt like this arm was aching, and when I touched the bone down here, I just felt that ache in my hands. And then I was thinking, is it arthritis? If anyone's got arthritis, if you know, does this sound familiar? I don't know. I was trying to look it up because I know my nana had arthritis, and my friend was saying today, do you think it's because you do a lot of crafting with your hands? I said, yeah, but I've not been doing a lot since. I was doing my book. I've got another book to do, but it's not till June. But I said it wasn't really, I don't know, like nails. You do nails, but I've not really been doing it, practicing on anyone's nails lately, because I said I'm trying to wait for, well, I can do my friends, but the actual doing the course, I'm sort of waiting now to see if I can get Finn in this free nursery thing. So I've just got my sole attention on that instead of him trying to grab things now, which he does. And you've got to time yourself, so I can't really time it if he's grabbing stuff, and then I'm have to switch my timer thing off to do it. So I said, not really, but I don't know what it is. So I don't know if anyone's got arthritis, if that's how it feels, or if you think you know what it might be. But yeah, it's just been, I don't know, I've just been feeling really achy lately, because I thought it was because I've not been doing yoga, because I've not done yoga for a week, because I thought I'd hurt my arm, and then I thought maybe it's because I've not been doing it. I don't know, it's like I should be doing it, but I don't know, it's just dead strange. So I've had a bit of that. They're still a bit, not bad now, but I have to see how they go on later on at night, because his arthritis worse when it's cold, or warm, cold. So I don't know. And then the other thing, so I've not been up to much when my mum's been here, because I feel like I can never do anything, was, she did actually bring, because she moved me twigs in my garden when I was doing my dream catchers. She did do good, because she actually got this willow, and I think it was pussy willow. We were discussing which one it was, but these are quite big. She bent them round anyway, but so I could do some big dream catchers. And this one will be a smaller one, but bigger than the little ones that I'm doing. So I will get round to doing them. It's just finding the materials and stuff, and they will be going up on Soul Creations. And if I ever say, oh yeah, something's going up and it's not gone up, it's just because these will take me a bit of time on the weekends when I haven't got Finn to do all night. Oh, my hands aren't hurting me. And also, I'll be trying to find the right stuff to put on it, and beads and things, which is going to take a bit, especially with these big ones, but they will go up, and I'll let you know as soon as possible, because these ones I'm going to put crystals and things on, like sun catcher crystals. I'm going to put a few. I've got an old broken one, so I'm going to put a few on them, and I'll let you know. But also, I'll probably put a nice intention on them as well, because the dream catchers, so they will be special. But I don't like rushing things, I like to take my time, because I want them to be nice, and sometimes I change my ideas on a lot of things. So the three of them will be different, but they will be nice, and I'm still thinking about how I'm going to do it, what sort of things I'm going to use, because I want to use some of my stuff that I've got as well, and maybe they'll have little charms on as well. They might be more summer themed, these ones, quite bright ones maybe, but they still will be like the one I've done, my little one that's still up there. I think they still will be, naturally based, as in the frame, because some people who make dream catchers, sometimes they cover the whole, the frame up with thread. I mean, some do them with metal anyway, but I want them, a bit nature based, so they'll probably stay in the rugged form of this. I think it's willow, like that, because I like it like that. I think it looks quite cute with the other materials. So I've got them, and the only other thing I've been up to is I've been letting this sit for ages, and I put some more stuff in, my rolling oil, and it is smelling pretty strong now. So I've been looking, and I said I was going to make lip balm, so I'm going to do some testers, and I think I'm also going to do face balm that will go with it as well, because I took a bit out, and I've been using that little bottle I found in the charity shop, and I used it on my face last night, and it was really nice, and it sank in quite nice. So I might be doing lip balms and like a face balm, so it would be like, a day or night cream, probably a night cream maybe. Well, a night it'll be a face oil. So I think I might be doing some of them, but like I said, they will be going on Soul Creations, but not yet. I've got to see what I think I'm going to do with them and what ingredients I'm going to put in them, and they're going to be natural ingredients like coconut oil and shea butter and what was the other one? Some essential oils and stuff. So they will be natural, because I want to try and go a bit down that natural ingredient, as in some beauty products anyway. Because I do like my makeup and my creams and stuff, but there's some things that I want to try and go along the bit more natural route. And if I think they're good, then I'll put them up for sale and see what you think. But what else was I going to say? Oh, the only other thing is, I sound like a right old woman now, but I need to get a bird table. I'll probably get one for B&M's or somewhere in a few weeks, because I keep putting bread out for the birds in my garden, and they come in, and I keep putting it on screen. Instagram people would be like, she's obsessed with birds, but they have been coming in, and today there was a little cheeky little, I think it was a blackbird, because I googled it, and it was the same markings and a yellow beak as blackbird, not a crow, because I'm assuming crows are bigger than a blackbird. But, and I've always called him Donald after my granddad, and he was here last summer, I remember him, and he's come again, and he is a bit cheeky. Like there's a couple of starlings that come in, some like, I thought they were blue tits, but they're not, but they look like little blue tit things, whatever they are. And some big fat pigeons, and then a little wood pigeon dovey thing came in today. It was really cute. And then we've got the big waddling big pigeons. But the blackbird, he's very cheeky, because he did come quite close to me today when I was sat on my lawn. And then I moved to my seating area, and he came over, and I filmed him. He was walking around the garden, and he came up, and he came quite close, and he sort of looked, and then flew on the fence, and then flew away. And he's quite cheeky. And then when his nana was in the garden, I went, oh look, there he is again. I said, he comes over, and he did. She went, look at him. I said, oh no. I said, he's not, doesn't seem to be that, scared really. So I said, I wonder if one day, maybe, I don't know, if he'll ever, I'm not saying he'll eat off my hand, but if he'll ever come quite close, I don't know. But yeah, I want to get bird tag fun, because I'm putting the bread on the floor, and Finn went out with a basket today. I said, oh, go and feed the birds, and he was putting the bread out, bread we've not used. We'll have to get some bird seed really, but he liked it, and I thought it'd be nice if we got a little bird table, so I can teach him a bit of, teach him to go and, help feed the birds. If I get one with the, and me and Finn could make some, is it the fat ball things, like you can make them with bird seed and stuff, and we could make them then, and then he could take some water, because you get ones with like the hanging things, don't you, in the little water bath bird thing at the bottom. He could change that and help do that. So it gives him a bit of responsibility, because we haven't got any pets, but they'd be like outside pets in the garden. And I think he'd quite like to do that and then watch the birds, even though he'd probably like to chase them. And then also I've got 3 stumps, tree stumps. Can't remember what they were cut off from, and they've been sort of shaped, and they go in a slant. And I was going to write something on them ages ago, and I have got like a bit of a burny tool, but I've lost the end to it. So there's something else I'm thinking of making with jewellery that's got a burning tool to it, a soldering iron. I don't know if that works, but I thought I did want to write something on it, like fairy garden or something, because I looked at them today and thought, oh yeah, if I get the fake, when you get the little fairy doors and they just come on a door and you stick them on. Some people put them on the skirting board or whatever. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise it was them, and I just had to go off then because someone just came downstairs for something. I said I was putting tea on in a minute. I was just checking the time. Oh yeah, I will be putting tea on in a minute. Nearly 6. Yeah, them little fairy doors. And I thought, oh, I could put them on stumps, because the stumps are about that big, so they'd be like a nice size. And then I thought at the back, where I keep saying I was going to do a Buddha garden, and we need to get some stones in before summer, and then we were going to put some plant pots on to make it prettier, to put flowers in and stuff. Because I think what it was, the back bit of my garden, it was a load of rubbish was thrown in, and then, a bit of dirt and that, so things grow on there, but it needs to just be easier. And I thought I could put them on there and make like a little sort of, I could have my buddies in at the back, but it could be like little fairy garden. It'd be quite cute for Finn as well. I could say to him, he gets, oh, you've got to be good because the fairies live there. They watch you all the time. He's a bit of a monkey at the minute. Now he's 2. But apart from that, I don't think I've been able to do anything. I've just been trying to chill out because My mum's been here from Friday to Monday, and I've just felt so drained of energy. So I've got to boost myself back up for tomorrow for Positive Wednesday, and showing you the results so far on the rice experiment, which is going quite well. So I won't tell you. If you're on Instagram, you would have seen it if you follow me on there. But if not, I'll be showing you tomorrow. Trying to think if I'm doing anything else. Well, the only other thing was I was reading some of my oracle cards the other day, and I've decided to write down in the book what they are when I pick them out, and then writing down what I think they're saying before I actually look in the books to see what they were saying. And I've been getting some quite right, you know, not word for word, obviously not going to be word for word of their words, but in the right context of what the cards mean. So that was quite good because I want to get into reading the cards properly. There's just so much of what I do. It's just, with the path that I've chosen, it's just so like, you'd be forever learning till you pop your clogs basically, because there's just so much to learn about different things. Like if you want to learn about oracles and tarots, or I don't know, tea leaf reading or scrying, or different gods and goddesses, different this, that and the other. It's just like never ending. Just goes on and on and on, looking into different things. But I like it because it's interesting and it's educating and it's good, makes me feel good. So yeah, there's loads of different things, but and stuff to do with plants and flowers as well. And just like, oh, that's the only other thing I was thinking of making. I was going to make, saying about my hands, because I want to look into crystals as well. That's another thing, crystals, collecting them and like crystal healing and stuff like that. Saying about my hands, and also because I've seen a crystal grid. If you don't know what I'm talking about, all these things will come on the Witchy Ways channel when I get to it. But I wanted to make some people call them mojo bags or poppets, or people might see them as voodoo dolls, like not in a good way, but I don't mean that. I mean like a little lucky charm you can take around with you, but like a little doll style. But it'll be cute, but like some maybe have healing things in, you know, like lavender and stuff like that, or little dream pillows, you know, so help you go to sleep. They'd be quite nice for your kids as well. Dream pillows. I want to make some of those, and some little poppets for little, you know, maybe if you've got, I mean, it could be for your kids, like when they're at school having their exam, like a confidence one, you know, and it would be like in the confidence colours, and they'll have herbs put inside with like a nice gemstone that associates with, you know, confidence. Or maybe if you want to be lucky in money, you know, it'd be maybe a green one with crystals that associate with, you know, wealth and money. And then like healing ones with stones in for that, like the mini ones inside, but you know it's inside, but you can pop it in your bag, you can pop it in your bag, or you know, it can always be with you because it would only be little. Or I might even do them on keychains, so it looks like a little keychain, you know what it is. You know, ones for stress and anxiety, you could hold it in your hand if it makes you feel better. I don't know if you know what I'm going on about, but I want to do a little tester of one, because I want to do one for my, like a healing one for my, what's going on in the minute at me, in my hands. And I don't know if people believe in that sort of stuff, but I do. And it goes a long way if you actually believe in stuff as well. Like I was saying with the rice experiment. But I'm just burbling on at the minute because I normally have a lot of ideas that come in my head, but because my mum's been here, I just not really thought about anything, or maybe I've forgotten about what I was thinking about doing. But tomorrow on Positive Wednesday is the rice experiment, and I actually can't remember if I said what I'd be talking about on Wednesday, or you know me, something will pop into my head. But yes, I'll think about something. I've thought about something because it reminds me of something I've been thinking about, and something because I was watching this program called The Good Witch yesterday. I did think, yeah, so it might be. I'm not saying for definite because I changed my mind like the wind. That's saying. Changed my mind like the forgiveness and how forgiveness, you know, can heal you. Forgive. So yeah, I think it'll be on forgiveness, and if anything pops up in my mind to show you anything, I can't think at the minute, I will do. So it's just a bit of a rambly chat there because I'm just feeling drained of energy. I don't know what I'm going on about, but yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.